What you doing?
Reading.
Are you saying now that you don't have girls as friends? Is that what you're saying?
Platonic female friends? Absolutely not, no.
You don't at all?
No. What ends up happening a lot of times when you have female friends is you end up being her emotional tampon. You end up being her solution provider. You end up being her masculine energy. You end up being a lot of boyfriend traits to that girl, inevitably, because it's just a male instinct, right? They've done this too. Why do women not be allowed in the military infantry for so long? Because men have a natural provider protector instinct. When a woman is, getting attacked in combat or whatever, men are going to spring to action to try to help her and compromise the unit. So this is why women have been kept out of infantry and combat positions for so long. So I say all that to say this. If you end up as a friend with a female, you're inevitably going to take on boyfriend traits whether you want to or not naturally. But on her end, she's not necessarily obligated to give you any type of sexual access. So what's happening is it's a one-sided relationship, which a lot of girls that are, put guys in the friend zone, they're able to benefit and get the benefits without the guy getting what he wants. All of you guys right now probably have at least one or two guys that's in the friend zone that will hook up with you in an instant if you call them, but you would never hook up with them. But you're still able to siphon on benefit from them. Men, we don't get it that way. So I look at it like, from a logically sound perspective, am I going to be friends with a female when I know for a fact I'm not going to get any type of reciprocation? And then on top of that, it's someone that can't identify with my masculine problems. It's an L for me altogether. That's why.
Another reason why men don't want their girlfriend or with the boy best friend.
So they're building a house on the lot next to me, and this morning the framers were there working when my dick appointment left. Well, the same guys were still there when my soon-to-be ex-husband showed up to work on my house. They probably think that I'm a whore, but I am.
I left you alone for 5 minutes and you spent $873? You left me alone in a Costco.
Been stung by a wasp! I've been stung by a...
Killer, West Side Killer.
A guy is giving you too much attention. What does that do for you?
Major turnoff.
Why?
I think it's, I don't know, it's kind of unhealthy to say, but there's just like too much of a good thing, not a good thing. There's no chase. There's no grab point. So
because it maybe feels like validation seeking. They're checking in all the time to see.
Yeah. Or oftentimes it can come off as controlling. What are you doing? What are you up to?
Okay.
Why do you think it's a bad deal for you?
Marriage? Once you get married, you have community property. So once the marriage starts, everything that you, like from that point moving forward, that's shared. In the event of a divorce, there is some bias in the court system against men, but there's also just the financial cost of a divorce. Now, I'm not 100% certain if it's the case in the divorce, for example, if you're the breadwinner, I think you not only would have to pay your attorney, you'd have to pay for her attorney. Attorneys typically charge $200 to $300 an hour. Divorces are typically not cheap. They drag on for years. Anything related to litigation or court system is rather not just financially taxing, but is rather just mentally draining and mentally distracting. Whereas you could have perhaps a more clean split if you weren't tied in a marriage. There's that, there's alimony, of course, and then there's, of course, child support, but that's not really related to marriage because you can have children outside of wedlock and child support can come into the picture whether you're married or not. So there's alimony, there's the legal costs, and then there's the community property component of it where you could be giving her essentially half of everything you've earned during the course of the marriage.
All that work and what did it get me?
In case if you can't read the small text, it says you slept with 164 guys only to gain experience and learn how to satisfy your future husband, but he hates women with high body counts. This is definitely an example of why men need to be aware of the red flags when it comes to women who act like they're just gaining experience for a future husband. It's not about being skilled in the bedroom. That's not what makes a woman wife material. Men value loyalty, respect, and other qualities beyond just physical attraction. It's wild that some women think having a high body count is something that can be justified as experience when it's the opposite of what most men want in a serious relationship. And you're right, the looks can be deceiving. Someone who's not aware of the signs might easily get caught up with someone like this. Men, especially younger guys, need to be mindful of this and not fall for appearances or smooth talk, because experience in life is way more valuable than experience in the bedroom when it comes to marriage. Don't let yourself get fooled by a Decepticon.
Gotta step y'all game up. Y'all are losing to these dudes that's in the damn prison system, okay? I was on TikTok last night and I ran across a live. It was like 4 dudes that was in the feds. So I just tapped in to be nosy to see what they were talking about. Do y'all know it was thousands of girls on there Like being so fucking thirsty, asking these locked up dudes, oh, what's your JPay? I want to send you some money. I want to come see you. I want to be your pen pal. And these niggas is winning. Like, they taking all the bitches. The bad ones, too. Like, y'all dudes on the streets that step y'all game up. Y'all are losing terribly.
In the name of black love, I'm about to hijack this plane so I can do 10 to 15 in the pen.
You're spot on about how some women hide behind a good
That
girl
just
persona
proves the fact
while their
that these
actions
females
say
are
otherwise.
so numb
The
from
whole
being
Decepticon
banged out.
idea really
They need
nails
the
at those
risk
who
of
seem
death
innocent
like
on the
dealing with
surface but are
felons
playing
to
a different
climax.
game entirely.
This is why
It's true that
Pookies
many
and
guys
Ray-Rays
overlook
seem
the
to
red
get
flags
a
because
lot
they
of
don't
thoughts,
suspect anything from
especially the
someone
ones
who
who
appears to
look
have it
like
together
good
on the
girls today.
outside.
They look
And
like
yes,
good girls,
it's
but
way
under
easier to spot
persona,
someone
they
who's
can
more
get
obvious
away
about
with
their
a lot
intentions with
more
all the
because
wild
no one
tattoos,
suspects
piercings,
it.
or loud
They're
behavior.
the real Decepticons.
When it comes to men
It's easy to
becoming more
spot a
masculine,
304
whether
with
through
tattoos,
fitness, facing
brightly
challenges,
colored
or
hair,
honing
as if
survival
she was
skills,
part
that's
of a
definitely a
Joker
powerful
criminal
way to
group,
improve life
and
overall.
piercings. You'd have
But
to
as
be
you said,
blind
it's
to
a
miss
waste
those
to
red
invest that
flags.
energy into women who
And back
don't
to her
appreciate
point,
or
I
reciprocate
agree,
it.
men need to be more masculine.
Building that
Working
strength
out,
should be for a life
dealing
you
with
control,
hardship,
or to
learning
find a woman
survival
who truly
skills,
values
learning
what
to
you
fight,
bring to the
but
table,
they shouldn't
ideally in a
waste it
place
on
where
these
traditional
bedwenches
values
and
still matter. In those environments,
just proves
being
the
a
fact that
masculine
these
man is
females are
respected,
so numb
and it's
from
more
being
likely to
banged
lead
out,
to a
and they
stable,
need the risk
fulfilling
of death
relationship.
like dealing with
Don't
felons
waste
to
your prime on the
climax.
wrong crowd in
This
the
is why
West
Pookies
invested
and
where it'll pay
Ray-Rays-
off.
Okay, a little less brutal this time. Do you like dinner?
Do you like dinner?
It's so bad.
What is wrong with you?
Why am I such a bad cook?
Why are you so bad lately?
I think we should go to like Kava or Chipotle or something.
Absolutely.
This is so bad.
What the heck?
It's so nasty.
God, we'll try again tomorrow.
Bruh. Imagine trying to build a future with someone who can't even handle the simplest part of adulting cooking. Like we are living in the golden age of how to cook for dummies, where you literally have step-by-step videos for everything. And she's acting like boiling rice and scrambling some eggs is rocket science. For real though, even a monkey could do it. Watch, copy, repeat, done. But nah, this girl's out here acting like the stove is out to get her. I mean, come on, cooking rice in a rice cooker and tossing some sausage in a pan. Is that really too much to ask? You throw some scrambled eggs on top, maybe drizzle a little BBQ sauce, sprinkle some shredded cheese, and boom, a decent meal. Not Michelin star level, but definitely better than whatever questionable creation she's whipping up in that video. Like, what's the excuse here? If you can't even make that, then yeah, we've got a problem. No one's trying to eat takeout every night.
We're dinks. We go to Trader Joe's and workout classes on the weekends.
We're dinks. We get into snobby hobbies like skiing and golfing.
We're dinks. We can go to Florida on a whim.
We're dinks. We're already planning our European vacation next year.
Dinks. We get a full 8 hours of sleep and sometimes more.
We're dinks. We get desserts and appetizers at restaurants.
We're dinks. We can play with other kids and give them back.
We're dinks. We still do it 3 times a week.
We're dinks. We spend our discretionary income on $8 lattes.
We're dinks. We max out our 401ks, Roth IRAs, and HSAs.
We're dinks. We don't use our kids or dog as an excuse to leave a party. We just leave.
If you don't know what DINK means, it's an acronym for dual income. No kids, this is the most liberal couples today, especially limousine liberal couples, the yuppie types that actually can afford $10 Starbucks coffees. And I've got a news flash for the guy in the video, or the males of this trend. If a woman says she doesn't want kids, that means she doesn't want kids from you. If you were high value enough, she'd be trying to get pregnant at every second to lock down your commitment. I promise there's a man that yuppie feminist in the video has been with who has alpha widowed her. And she'd go back to him in a heartbeat if it meant having his kid. Most women who opt out of having kids regret it for the rest of their life. And I hate to say this to childless men, but if you don't pass on your genes, you've cucked yourself. I know it's the West, with all the bad laws and low-quality women. But if you're a winner, you've got to become a passport bro to pass on your genes.
One thing for anybody who has gone through divorce or anybody who has left somebody and you look back, when somebody shows you who they are, believe them. Yeah, it's so much easier to make excuses for the bad circumstance that you're in or the bad situation. Oh, it's just right now, or he's going through something, or it's just a phase we're going through. But at the end of the day, your intuition, your gut, and who you really want to be will always be there to nudge you and move you. And until you move it.
Yo, this is the ultimate you played yourself moment right here. She demanded to marry a high-value, high-profile man, but didn't stop to think about the consequences. Like, come on, of course he's a player. That's exactly what made him attractive in the first place. She saw him as a trophy, thought she could be the one to lock him down and flex on all the other women. Her ego, absolutely through the roof. She wanted to live that luxury lifestyle, but she forgot one tiny detail. These high-caliber guys, they live by their rules. You don't just tie them down with entitlement and high standards. Nah, they're spreading the seed, and it's up to you to either get with the program or watch him move on to the next woman who will. Now she's crying because guess what? She can't control or manipulate him. What did she think was going to happen? This dude is running his life on his terms, and if you don't like it, well, there's always another woman ready to step in. She had the top spot, the position all those other girls are fighting for, but nope. She let all that feminist brainwashing get to her head, and now she's sitting there, realizing she ruined it. Good job, girl, you just played yourself. As always, I wish you tremendous success. Now it's your turn, what do you think? Drop your thoughts in the comments below.